How do I get the keyboard to show up on Google Docs? How do I get the keyboard to show up on Google Docs?
Want any water on the podium for y'all?
I actually grabbed one for me.
You already got one?
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.
So you might want to leave.
Hello? Hi, everyone. I just wanted to give you a 10-minute warning. If you could figure out where your seat is and get some water if you'd like. But we're going to get the program going in a minute.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. If everyone would like to get a cup of water and make your way to your seats, we're going to get started in 1 minute. 1 minute. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you so much. My name is Dorsa McGuire. It's a delight to see all your beautiful faces out there. I just wanted to share with you a little bit of information about myself. My husband, John, and I have lived in Henderson County since 2001. And I have been a servant leader with many local nonprofits. This is my second tenure on the St. Gerard board. I can't seem to get enough of the joy these people give out on a daily basis, and they just can't get rid of me. I keep coming back. It's my honor to recognize some special people who have made this event possible today. Our autism ambassadors are Champion Comfort Experts, Vinoy Construction, Advent Health, and Formation PR and Brand Team. And all the other businesses you see listed are true citizen philanthropists. Shall we show our appreciation for their generosity? Thank you. If you get an opportunity during the year, please reach out and thank them again and give them a referral, or maybe there's something that you need done that they can help you with. I wanted to talk a little bit about our Guardians of Hope members. They are the life-sustaining gardeners of our mission by providing sustainable, predictable income in the form of an annual $1,000 gift. I can share that as a former executive director and development director, the importance of sustainable revenue sources is critical to a mission. Our board and the work that we do is enhanced by the time and talents of our board of directors and our advisory board members. Will the past and present members of our board of directors and advisory board please stand and let us thank you? Come on, I know you're not shy. They're a wonderful group of people to work with. And if there are any future board members out there, please see me after the event. As you may have noticed, the format of this luncheon is a little bit different from other luncheons you may have attended. We do not charge for a ticket for this event. We provide a free lunch that's actually provided by a wonderful sponsor who loves our organization. So how does this format work? It works because of the amazing table captains who invited you here today. The table captains are a major foundation of this luncheon, and we are deeply grateful for their support. The talented Flowers by Larry team have donated the centerpieces, and we would like our table captains to take one home as our special gift. And then I also have, you may have noticed that you have a little gift at your table. This was inspired by one of our clients, RT. He had very little self-confidence when he came to St. Gerard House, but the therapy that he received, he has been transformed, and he has an incredible sense of self-confidence. His artwork inspired this little gift, so I hope you'll take it home and be inspired every time you look at it. I would now like to offer our blessing. May we pray? Gracious and loving Father, thank you for the extraordinary blessings in our lives, for the winter transforming into spring, for the rain that transforms the seeds into beautiful plants and food for our nourishment, for the work of St. Gerard House that transforms the lives of our special clients and their loving families, for the friends and acquaintances you have gathered in this room who have the potential to transform other lives of children. Thank you, loving God. We pray that you bless the hands that prepared the food before us and all the volunteers who have worked so hard to make this room ready. We are indeed grateful for this food in a world where so many walk in hunger, for our faith in a world where so many walk in fear, and for all these kind friends in a world where so many walk alone. We thank you, loving Father, for your presence with us today and for all the gifts you so lovingly share. Amen. We're going to enjoy our lunch now, but while you're talking with your friends, please do look at the program. There's a section that has some information and some phrases that might be of interest to you that will help you with the presentations that follow. So now I would like to remember my famous friend, Julia Child. Bon appetit! Hello again. Hello, everyone. It is now my great honor to present some of my favorite people in the whole world. Caroline Long Tyndall is the Chief Executive Officer and co-founder and visionary of St. Gerard House. She is also the mother of two famous children, Bridget and Liam, who also happen to have been diagnosed with autism. Rachel Cushing Cook is the Chief Clinical Officer and the other visionary co-founder of St. Gerard House. Rachel is meticulous and brilliant with her therapeutic care and administration. She has a sister with autism, and having been in a prayer group with her, I can share that she is the gentle author of some very insightful prayers. I take my inspiration from her today. Welcome this transformative, dynamic duo to the stage.
Thank you, Dorsa. Dorsa's doing her victory lap on our board. She did a stint of 6 years, took a break, and now she's back, and we're thrilled to have her. Okay, this whole situation never gets old to me. I love seeing all these faces, talking to all these people every year. This is our 15th First Words of Hope Luncheon. This is... Okay, sorry, she has the wrong thing up.
My bad.
I'm Caroline. That's Rachel. We got that.
2 seconds.
We got that right.
My bad.
No worries. Anyway, this has been a trying year for everybody, for all of us. Our prayers continue with all the people still dealing with the disaster from Helene. And then after all that, we have wildfires. It's really enough is enough of all of this. But this community, although it's been very bruised, it's not broken. We're very resilient, and this is an incredible community that I'm honored to be a part of. Yeah.
This is it. I don't know what says that. That's the title.
All right, we have a lot to share with you today. In a little bit, it's going to be like drinking out of a fire hose, but we're going to get through this and just know that we're only going to be skimming the surface of all the stuff that we really would love to report. Today, the United Nations General Assembly has declared April 2nd World Autism Day. This is not just an American problem. I bet there's not one person in here that isn't either directly or indirectly affected by autism. And it's kind of not fair because most of you know both of my children, so that knocks out that stat. But it's a big issue, and it's a global issue. It doesn't need to be on the back burner anymore. Having a global Autism World Day, it's a great start, but hopefully we'll learn some facts today and realize so much more action is needed. Being here today is a great start, and learning is a great start. So, our mission at St. Gerard House is to help individuals with autism and their families experience more joy and achieve meaningful life outcomes. We do this by evidence-based therapies, innovative programming, and continuous advocacy. It never stops. Where does this thing work? Oh, okay. The rate of autism that's currently posted today is 1 in 36, but you have to know that those numbers are outdated. They're from 2020. So I asked my friend at ChatGPT to do some calculating for me, and I used the app, because I couldn't do it on my own, I used the average growth rate of 12%, and they had to figure out what the average growth rate was, and then calculated these 5-year-old numbers of 1 in 36. And the current rate of autism for 2025 would be 1 in 26. And that actually makes more sense for the kinds of numbers we are seeing in our day-to-day work. I often thought that the numbers were conservative that were posted, but it's staggering. It's a 477% growth since 2000, the year that my son was born. It's really frightening. What does this mean? What do all these numbers mean? Well, there's a great cost for this, financially and the human cost. And there's some stats of that. The lifetime cost of care is $3.57 million for one individual with autism. Parents of autistic children are less likely to get promotions at work, and most of them have to quit their job or go to part-time work because of the amount of time they have to spend in the care. The individuals, this one really blows me away. Individuals born between 1990 and 2029, the lifetime cost, the social cost of these individuals can reach $15 trillion. And that includes residential, round-the-clock care, all of the medical. Kids with autism have 5 times more medical needs. It's really astounding. But there's good news. We're not going to leave you with these kinds of sobering numbers. The work we do at St. Gerard House reduces the lifetime cost of care by 2/3. And that is a stat that has consistently been proven over and over again. And it is, yeah. Yeah. So there's hope, and there's a lot of things that we can do, and there's a lot of things collectively that we can do. A little history about St. Gerard House. This thing isn't as responsive as I'd like it to be. Oh. We're 15 years old now, which is crazy. And so much has changed during these 15 years. Autism went from being a rare diagnosis to a rapidly growing condition with very few services and no unified approach to care. In 2016, we helped North Carolina become the 44th state to adopt insurance mandates for the treatment of autism. The newfound revenue stream helped us help hundreds of Western North Carolina families who had no access to quality treatment, but it also piqued the interest of healthcare private equity firms, and new ABA companies were popping up left and right. We hoped this would be a good thing because we were drowning in the demand. I mean, we couldn't remotely address the amount of people who came to us for help. And we've been doing our best, and we still do our best, but our wait list still, I checked it last night, was at 245 families on our wait list. But we were wrong about them coming in to help. Autism treatment and care should not be a profit-seeking venture. We assumed their approach and quality would be similar to ours. You know, we're both doing the same ABA therapy and the same science, but it wasn't even remotely close. I've traveled all over visiting autism centers, and nonprofit ones are the ones making the biggest difference. But I can honestly say that the programs at St. Gerard House and the clinical team led by Rachel are unmatched. They never waver from this mission while staying true to the science and being compassionate and innovative with their delivery. Rachel is going to explain to you more about the programs.
Thank you. And, I thought this was going to be the year without bloopers.
I know.
But, we just need to accept it. And maybe Dusty can put together a compilation of 15 years worth of all of our many bloopers.
Next year, ChatGPT will do my talk.
Yeah. So thank you. Again, I'm Rachel Cushing-Cook. and I'm happy to see you all here today. For those of you who don't know me, here's a quick summary. I have a sister who was diagnosed with moderate to severe autism in the early 90s, a mother who tirelessly searched the country for an effective form of therapy, a therapy that saved my sister's life, and a career choice that was guided by all three. My sister is my inspiration to help others. My mother is my rock, the one that instilled in me a great respect for perseverance. And the therapy of ABA, which has allowed me and our incredible team of clinicians help so many others. So let's cover autism, ABA, and some other important topics. For a long time, experts viewed autism as a set of deficits related to socialization, communication, and maladaptive behaviors, and visualized them on a linear spectrum, with each end representing those who are least and most affected by the disorder. The rest falls somewhere in between. However, this model is problematic, as it insinuates that all autism deficits are equally impaired for any given individual, and that's just not the case. Also, the terms high and low functioning are considered offensive to the autism community, and so we're fading them out. What is not represented here are the hundreds, if not thousands, of skills that make up each category defining these three deficits. So recently, and the three deficits that are not on, oh, they are on there, you just moved them, thank you. All right, so recently, other experts have created a new way of representing the autism spectrum. This wheel allows us to better capture the individual differences, not only across participants, but within. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. These two circles represent two different clients. One is shaded in blue, and the other is a sort of pink-purple. More color under each subcategory or set of behaviors indicates a stronger presence of that behavior for that specific client. So for instance, the client on the left has a higher score in restricted interest and sensitivity to noise and texture, with relatively less problems with communication. The one on the right demonstrates a strong need for routines, regular meltdowns, and anxiety is present but relatively low. When you look at autism through the spectrum wheel, you see that no two individuals are exactly the same. They have their own unique experiences, abilities, and ways of interacting with the world around them. When we see autism in this way, for every individual we serve, we can see both capabilities and weaknesses that help us create a more strengths-based and individualized approach to treatment. At St. Gerard House, we implement a comprehensive approach to teaching important adaptive skills, intensive meeting 30+ hours per week for 2 to 4 years. And for those of you who know our work, this is our Grotto program. There are countless studies that support this early intensive ABA treatment for young children with autism. Here is a representation of pivotal research that has been conducted and replicated over the years, some of which compare ABA to other autism interventions. ABA bars are represented in orange and the other interventions in blue. As you can see, the percentage of children in these studies that made significant enough gains to be able to participate in general education is significantly higher in the ABA condition than others. This clearly demonstrates the importance of choosing the right therapy at an early age. My sister was lucky enough to receive treatment directly supervised by Dr. Ivar Lovas. His research is to the bottom left. Information like this is too important to ignore and should be at the forefront of decision-making, not only by diagnostic clinicians, but also by those who decide where our federal and state monies are designated to support autism services. It is my hope that they will lean more into the data and make decisions that align. Okay, so we know that ABA is highly effective for our little ones, but what about adolescents and adults with autism? In the field of autism services, there is little emphasis on this age group, but we know that ABA and other evidence-based therapies can be incredibly valuable tools for this age group, helping them develop skills for independent living, vocational success, social interaction, and managing challenging behaviors. So why is it that St. Gerard House is part of a very small group of providers addressing this huge need? Oh, you already got it. Cool. Well, it's not just North Carolina or Western North Carolina that has few providers. It's a nationwide issue. There are over 5 million adults on the spectrum, most of which are getting little that's meaningful for them. Why? Here's what keeps coming up: funding. And it is also an issue for us. I recently went to an autism conference in Fort Worth, Texas, where hundreds of participants from around the country were attended. Clinicians, parents, autism advocates, business owners. A group was asked this question: when you think about funding for adolescents and adult services, what words come to mind? They were able to answer directly using an interactive QR code, and here's what popped up on the screen. All over the nation. Pretty sad, but it's telling. We're not the only ones feeling the effect of a grossly underfunded need, and this is a problem we need to figure out, and here's why. You've seen that the prevalence rates for autism have rapidly been increasing for quite a while now, with no indication of stopping. If the vast majority of those individuals are underemployed or not employed at all, we're really going to be in a financial crisis. And I think that's a shame, because under the right circumstance, many of our individuals with autism could be employed. They have strong attention to details. They have a desire for routine and structure. That can make them reliable and consistent in completing tasks. Their hyper-focus can make them ideal for tasks that require deep concentration, like research, coding, and data analysis. They're excellent with technology, rule followers, and are less motivated to engage in social distractions like workplace gossip. I don't know about you, but that sounds good to me. They just need to be taught basic functional skills. Also, these functional skills aid in independent living, which can lead to less reliance on lifetime supports, not to mention a sense of dignity and pride, which is really important too. The wait for adult waivers, Medicaid waivers, is long. I mean 10 to 20 years long from the time you apply to get them. So if you're a parent and you did not realize that you should have signed your child up by 8 at the latest, you might be in trouble. This last bullet here is pretty astounding. Over 70% of adolescents and adults on the spectrum have mental health disparities. Many of these folks struggle with managing their anxiety, sensory sensitivities, and emotions, limiting access to mainstream environments. What's worse? Well, suicide is the second leading killer of neurotypical adolescents and adults. The same age group of autistics are 9 times more likely to engage in suicide behavior. 9 times. If this isn't eye-opening, I don't know what is. Researchers have demonstrated the following reasons for this: perceived burden. They pick up on caregiver strain, recognize their reliance on external supports. Thwarted belonging. They have difficulty forming and maintaining peer and romantic relationships. There's an increased rate of bullying and maltreatment. They also tend to be hyperreactive to sensory stimuli and hyporeactive to pain. All of these together make the perfect storm of depression and greatly increase the likelihood of self-harm. These reasons just skim the surface of why we need to continue the work that we do for older clients and why more funding needs to be made available for those services. So I refuse to end my talk on that note, so I will briefly let you know some of the things that we do at our program. At G2 and Feed the Need programs, we create an environment for adolescents and adults that's affirming. We let participants know they are valued exactly who they are, and that there is a place not only in this world, but in this community for them. We use client-centered approach to therapy, allowing them to make decisions on treatment goals. We create and implement, assenting or not, to work on these goals day by day, and allowing us to make changes to our approach as needed, teaching them how to advocate for themselves in all aspects of life: safety skills, conflict resolution, job placements, relationships, and anything else that relates to basic human rights. We also give them a say regarding the topography of responses we teach them. So for example, Catherine, if you don't mind, My sister has a history of being very averse to saying hello to people for the longest time, and although I know she's truly kind and sweet, it came across as rude when you say hi and she did not say hi back. By simply giving her permission to greet people in any way she chooses, we solve the problem. Every year or so, she changes her greetings. We've heard, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, ni hao, konnichiwa, aloha, hola. These days, it's salutations, and that works for me. Lastly, we are dedicated to educating ourselves beyond the science of ABA. As we learn more about comorbidities with this population, we take action to best support all of their needs. For example, we have 2 clinicians now who will be certified in the QPR this year, which is a suicide prevention program. If we're serving the individuals with autism, we need to look past just the social communication and repetitive and restrictive behaviors that define them. We need to be advocates, peers, and supporters so they not only survive, but they also flourish and experience all the joys and hardships that life throws their way, equipped to handle it all. Thank you so much for all the support you give to this mission.
Thank you, Rachel. Just skimming the surface, that's all. All right, I did mention that we were 15 years old now, and through these years, we've occupied 8 different buildings on the block of Oakland Street in downtown Hendersonville, and we currently reside in 6 and a trailer. Yeah, we should have been called St. Gerard houses, but just like any other awkward, confused teenager who's trying to figure out what they want to be when they grow up, we too are busting out of our current restraints and dreaming big. After 4 years of searching for property to grow our campus, we finally have a contract on the Vocational Solutions Building in Spartanburg Highway. We're very sorry to see them closing their doors after 50-plus years of being an important nonprofit in our community serving adults with intellectual disabilities. But we're thrilled to be able to carry on their mantle by bringing in new life to their shuttered building and their home. Our team of architects who have been on this journey with us for lots of years have come up with a transformation worthy of the incredible individuals that we serve. So, St. Gerard houses will soon become, watch closely, St. Gerard Center for Autism. There's a handout folded up next to the centerpiece on each of your tables that gives more details about this. You can take it home with you and check it out and let us know. But we're very, very excited about this expansion. All I have to say is it's about dang time. So many of you in this room have played major roles in helping us get here. You've helped us dream big and consistently showing up through the years by sharing our story, coming on tours, praying for us, volunteering, bringing a friend. You cared enough to support St. Gerard House, and now we have this incredible opportunity, and I cannot thank you enough. This is your victory and success as well. This luncheon today is dedicated to a very special person, dedicated in memory of Dr. Olson Huff. And I really wish he was here today to see this rendering, because he would be thrilled. He worked with us for years to help expand our impact and spread the word. He believed in our mission and absolutely loved every child or young adult he met through our programs. He was selfless in his pursuit of helping others and made me want to do more and be better. We miss him dearly. And we're very grateful to have his wife, Marilyn, and his son, David, with us here today, sitting at our table. Thank you. Okay, we have a few more people for you to meet, and Brian and Cher Kilby are going to come up and share their story after a video about their journey. Thank you all.
Just laughing at us. No, not at all.
Brian and I had been married for several years and had been wanting to start a family, and we were just so excited to finally be adopting, and we adopted Ava from her infancy. We were there the day she was born in 2009.
Turn my head and I caught you by eye for the first time.
We kind of noticed pretty early on that there was some significant developmental delays.
Just trying to figure out what was going on with our 2-year-old, and why she wasn't walking so well and why she wasn't speaking. And then finally at 3 years old, she gets diagnosed with autism. The autism diagnosis came and was not a surprise, but almost confirmation, relief that was more of
We're finally getting answers.
Yeah. And what a blessing it's been on our lives, autism aside. She made us parents.
It started with you.
She's not nonverbal, but she's just not able to advocate for herself. And you realize how important your role is as a mom and a dad to be able to be her voice for so many years. Ava just kind of got a little bit lost in the crowd at public school, and there was a lot of anxiety even just to go into the building.
Ava struggled greatly with just getting out of the car, just being in that environment just wasn't good for her.
It was just frustrating. We knew there was so much in Ava that wasn't getting pulled out. We knew that she had so much joy and excitement for life. She loved her peers, but it just wasn't a good fit for her. And so we knew that we needed to make a change. Ava started at St. Gerard when she was 12 years old in 2021. I think we had so many years of unanswered questions, and it really was an answer to prayer. Many prayers coming to St. Gerard because she really has been given the opportunity to thrive.
St. Gerard House offers a number of different services. We serve kids as young as 2 years old, but autism doesn't have an age limit, and neither does St. Gerard House, which is one thing I think that's pretty unique about our program. Ava's program specifically serves adolescents and adults with autism.
I am one of the first RBTs that started working with Ava when she arrived at St. Gerard. We focus a lot on social skills, sharing with people, taking turns, having conversations. Some clients receive one-on-one therapy where they work with one tech at a time, and some other clients receive group therapy where they will be with 2 or more peers and 2 techs at a time. And so Ava is able to receive both therapies. She receives group therapy in the mornings, and then she will get one-on-one therapies in the afternoon.
Our job is to work ourselves out of a job. So there is a strong emphasis on decreasing that dependence on the one-on-one, where we are systematically fading out that support.
We've seen a huge shift in her ability to even just converse and to communicate. That's been massive for her. And we have enjoyed watching Ava grow in the community itself beyond St. Gerard. The fact that they all go out and go on Main Street and go into the little shops, and she's forming relationships there in those little stores, and they know her, and she just loves it and looks forward to every outing.
The best thing about Ava is that she finds joy in the little things. She loves to name things. She has an obsession with clocks. So there's a clock in downtown, and she has named it Clover. And on the dot, she knows exactly when he's gonna chime, and she jumps in joy.
Her personality, who she is at St. Gerard House doesn't get squelched. She's able to just be, who she is. Having that opportunity at St. Gerard House and having that kind of support for her personality, for her person, is huge.
And the team that works with Ava on a day-to-day basis, hour by hour, minute by minute, all the data that's taken, but when you get past all the graphs and percentages and statistics, you just you see the heart of the team. You can tell that they really just love each of these kids, and I can tell they love Ava. And I see the joy on the BCBA's faces and the RBT's faces. They're excited along with her that she's doing so well, and they're literally celebrating her. We meet every week with our BCBA and talk about Ava and what she's experienced that week and any sort of ups and downs that we need to focus on. And so the weekly meetings have been crucial to our understanding how to communicate with Ava and what she's doing at school to be the same as what we're doing at home.
I think one thing that sets St. Gerard House apart is that we really foster a culture that values clinical problem solving and collaboration, staying true to the science without losing the art of what it is that we do. It really is a special environment.
With wandering eyes I find
You get to see people at their most vulnerable. You get to see them at their best. And you're with someone and their family every step of the way of that journey. And you see them achieve amazing things. And I think that's really special, and that's why I'm still here.
somewhere we belong.
Working with kids is amazing. I love working here to have those experiences and see their growth and seeing them accomplish things that, for some people means nothing, but for them it's a milestone, it's life-changing.
I've been with St. Gerard House since the beginning, and a lot has changed over the years. One thing that has not changed is the mission of this organization and the dedication of our leadership to stay true to that mission.
St. Gerard House has been such a lifeline for Ava and our family, and it has given us a huge sense of stability and peace.
And hope.
And hope for her future, for right now and for her future, and the help that she needs, we hope will always be there.
Wow, what an awesome video. Thanks, Dusty. So good afternoon. We're Brian and Shara Kilby, parents to two daughters, Ava. Sorry. I'm basically a wreck all the time, so. And her younger sister, Leah. We are beyond grateful for today and to St. Gerard for allowing us to share our story. We didn't know years ago that this day could happen and our lives would feel so blessed. We were thrilled to adopt Ava at her birth in 2009, and she made us parents. What a joy she was at 15 years old today. As I said, she made us a family and was the most precious baby. Before Ava's diagnosis with autism at the Olson Huff Center at the age of 3, we had so many unanswered questions. Why isn't my child reaching her milestones? Not cooing, not rolling over, not walking until the age of 2, or talking, all of the things that we take for granted. Why is she not potty trained to be able to start kindergarten like her peers? or the frustration to know what she needed on a daily basis because we couldn't communicate effectively with her or she with us. The questions seemed overwhelming.
Throughout the years, we had been in a constant pursuit of those answers, and in trying to get Ava the absolute best support, it has led us down many paths. Whether it was speech or occupational therapy, her therapist training us in ABA, or the exhaustive years of having Ava in different public schools and an IEP, we were so grateful to ultimately find St. Gerard 4 years ago and have felt God's hand of provision upon our lives. We will not say the years have been easy, not only for us as parents, but understanding that the whole family shares in this sometimes difficult journey. There have been so many ups and downs, joys and frustrations, and yes, that is true for any parent with their child. However, when you have a child with autism, you become their voice when they can't communicate effectively. You are their advocate, you are their fighter, and you become that mama bear real quick when you didn't know you had it in you. And you realize as parents, you know what's best for your child, and the discernment God has given you allows you to not stop when a door or many doors close, but not giving up hope that another door will always open. We've had Ava in various public schools throughout the years. They were not always the best fit, and it led us to want something so much better for Ava, so we put her on the wait list with St. Gerard and started to pray, knowing a change was necessary for her to thrive. We didn't know what was next for Ava and our family. Would we have to move? Would we have to find her better specialized care, bring in private therapists? What was next? After 2 years of being on the wait list, God allowed Ava to join St. Gerard, her peers, and their awesome staff. She has absolutely found her place. She has made amazing friendships, and the community we have as parents has allowed us to find a sense of belonging and peace. There is an understanding of shared experiences among parents at St. Gerard, one that is necessary to understand all that this journey is about. At St. Gerard, the staff are so amazing. My litmus test is Ava happy? She might not be able to tell us everything, but we know Ava always comes home happy. The staff are always so eager to share all the good things that happen throughout her day, and there are smiles that show the heart they have for these kids. This has not always been an easy path that our family has gone down, and it truly tests our patience and faith each and every day. But we have seen immense growth and change in Ava since she started at St. Gerard. Ava is so much more than her diagnosis, and we get to see more of that each day. We are so thankful to St. Gerard and all that they do. It was an honor for us to share a little of our lives with you. Thank you.
Well, it's always good to be the last speaker, so we just need another hour of your time. That's right. My name's David Atchley, and I want to first thank the Pennies, Lynn and Will, for introducing me to this unbelievable mission. My journey has been one with my son, Alex. And I'm going to share a little bit with you, and it'll validate some of what Rachel's talking about. And, this is probably the hardest speech I've ever given, just because it is personal. And it has been a 29-year journey of mine. Alex was born January 15th, 1996. And he was that child that everybody has, full of promise, full of energy, everything everybody wants out of their first child. And it was my first child. About a year and a half in this journey, we started noticing indifferences. He didn't like touch, he screamed in the middle of the Walmart parking lot. Everybody looked at what's that parent doing? You know, and the stare through you was, there was something wrong there. But as parents, we always said, well, he'll just outgrow it. He'll be normal soon, whatever that means. And then one day, my best friend and college roommate, who has a severely autistic son, came and visited. And he said, have you ever thought of looking at autism? And he's a doctor. And I was like, no, because I was comparing him against his severely autistic son. And I said, okay, how do I do that? And he introduced me to MUSC, Medical University of South Carolina. Wow, that was great. But guess what? I was on a 2-year wait list. 2 years. Nothing happens in 2 years at a 2-year-old, I'm sure. So I watched over the 2-year period between 2 and 4 him severely regress. And regression at that time in life is a hard thing to overcome. It just is. So the day comes. I remember it well. It was September of 2000, and then we get the news of autism. And our world, meaning my former wife and I now, which is another statistic, 84% divorce rate, we're devastated. So like anybody else, you go out and you do your research, right? We put thousands of hours collectively to find out the right path. And we selected, okay, I've heard ABA therapy, and we've heard it in this room. We've heard it through Rachel that it is the most effective therapy then it is now. And we put over $200,000 in unfunded or reimbursable therapy just to get him in school. So we got him into kindergarten. Great. The school systems are hard. They teach to the 80%, not to the 20% where my Alex falls. He would continually get red cards. He would be, you know, the teachers would say he really doesn't belong in our group, our classroom. So I'm like, you know, we had to fight the system for 4 years. And then a miracle did come. And this was the first time I saw Alex come to life. Project Hope, or Hope Academy out of Greenville, South Carolina, admitted him. And Hope Academy is a center much like St. Gerard House. It encapsulates people that are like him. He grew, he flourished from 5th grade to 8th grade. There's one problem. They aged out at 8th grade. Aged out. So what's the next solution? We found a good local charter high school that claims they do well with special needs kids. Well, he did well academically, and that's about it. Never had a friend. That's all he wanted was one friend. He sat at lunch by himself. I used to go time and time again and have lunch with him because no one else would. Very, very heartbreaking for me and his mother. But we persevered 4 years, and his outcome, according to the doctors, he will be homebound. He will not have a high school degree. He'll have a certificate. I said, he graduated. Check one. But we're not stopping there. We are not stopping there. So we went out and did what a lot of people do, the college tours today, right? Guess how many at that time served autism or any disorder with autism? All of 4. All of 4. And So we made the tour pretty simple. There's 4 places to go. Made it real simple, so we selected Marshall University for the right reasons. 29 years at this process of serving kids on the spectrum. Got them in, great program, one problem. They didn't do a job of pairing autism with autism in the roommate situation. They just sort of assigned you whoever. 3 semesters, 3 different roommates, all of them moved out within a week or 2, leaving Alex alone, and very, very, it probably hurt my heart more than it hurt his. So the 4th semester comes and he gets a roommate. Great roommate, they click. He has a set of friends. He's happy. He doesn't want to talk to dad or mom anymore. He's happy. And then one day, they dissed him. They ignore him. And one of the loneliest times of my life is not hearing his voice for 9 consecutive days. I had no idea what was going on. None. Because the privacy laws don't allow it. So one day, Rebecca Hansen, the director of it, happened to be with Alex. And I called her, and I said, do you know where Alex is? Because I talk to him every time. We're all very concerned. He said he is laying in a shell. He hasn't showered. He hasn't moved. And you need to come and get him. Eye-opening moment. We flew to Huntington, West Virginia, fished him out of that situation, brought him back home for 6 months, and we got him back on his feet. I wasn't going to quit there, though. I decided he's going back to school. I knew the people or the administration at Wingate University, and they accommodated him through a sort of a self-supported program, which I'm proud that it's a program today. But I said, we're going to get him through college. We're going to beat the statistics. And we put together as a great program, no friends still, but we were able to get him graduated from college. You don't know how that felt for us as parents. It was amazing. But I didn't stop there. I was going to stop. I was going to go into the workforce. So luckily I had a friend that is the president of a big company down in South Carolina, and they took a chance on Alex. They hired him as the account executive for receivables there. Great. He's employed. Look at the statistics. 92% unemployment. We're in the 8%. And he had to go to work every day doing his job. And every night I would talk to him, and I saw the deep level of depression setting in. The bullying in the workforce, or, it's probably workforce politics to us, but to him it was bullying. And I saw him go from 200 pounds to 390 pounds in a very short period of time. And I talked to him, and one night he called me, and I was in D.C., and I was working out of Washington, D.C. He said, Dad, tonight's the night that I end it. I said, no, son, there'll be no ending it. I flew that night down to Greenville, spent 24 hours with him, and we made a plan. I said, we're not giving up. We're giving up this chapter. So the next day, we woke up, and one thing Alex has always wanted to be, he was 390 pounds, he was depressed, he was suicidal. We made a new plan. And that plan was, he always wanted to be fit. So the president said we're going to, of the company he worked for, had a great trainer, said it'd be perfect for Alex. So next day we went and got him a personal trainer. That trainer became more than a trainer, became his life coach. She is everything to him. She is his second mom. She watches not only what he does training-wise, what he eats, how he cleans his apartment. He does all of that. She does all of that. We went and got him a new job a few months later through another great organization, Barbara Stone. And today, I'm very proud to say he is back on his feet, he's productive, and I want to introduce Alex to you now. Alex. So thank you. And so the Y St. Gerard House, Caroline showed the rendering of the new future. And this is going to be great. I've worked on 4 different centers. This is going to be the best. And this is coming to a place near you now. But it does take the community. Everyone in this room obviously came not for lunch. They came to hear the great work St. Gerard House does. So it's going to take all of us here. It's going to take individuals, business owners, entrepreneurs, educators to make this the best. I know you have supported St. Gerard House in the past, and I encourage every one of you to dig deeper, go further, and give more. I know we will, because it makes a difference to us. Even though we live out of town, these people make the difference. So with that, I'm going to hand it back over to, there you are, Darcy, and
Thank
give
you,
instructions.
David.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're reaching the end of the program, but I'd just like to take a few moments. Caroline and Rachel mentioned that our luncheon is dedicated to Dr. Olson Huff, and I also had the pleasure of working with him. And for those of you who did not, we'd just like to share some of his very own beautiful words.
St. Gerard House is a gift. It's a place where people can go, appreciate the fact that childhood is really the beginning of the whole litany of life that lies before us. And for every child, no matter what their particular capacity at the moment may be, that litany of childhood goes on forever into the adult lives they'll live. And that's the reward we have by being engaged in something like St. Gerard House, where we can see the children, rejoice in their presence, and glory in their future.
Glory in their future indeed. Thank you. I'd now like to ask all of our table captains to get out your envelope. There is a form for each of you if you would like to fill it out. The first part of it looks pretty usual, your name and address. If you are interested in becoming one of our Guardian of Hope Giving Society members, please fill this out. You'll notice the PC code. You can click that and fill that out at your leisure if you would like. You can make a payment today using the code. And if you'll just fill that out, if you have an outstanding pledge, it shares with you how you can act today. There's the payment methods. And there's some special instructions at the bottom. If you choose to check that bottom box about being contacted, this is not a commitment to the capital campaign, but it is an indication that you would be interested in speaking with us, and we would be delighted to come talk to you. And then finally, on the last page, you'll see a little note. Give Butter is asking for a tip. You can ignore that. So we appreciate your attendance with us today. If you get the opportunity to fill it out, if you have a question, there'll be people circulating, and we're delighted to answer any of your questions. And with that, I'd just like to say thank you so very much for coming to our 15th annual First Words of Hope Luncheon. Have a beautiful day, and God bless you.